Yeah.
Emma,
Okay.
you don't look autistic.
Not today, no.
It's the way I brush my hair that hides it.
Do you know what? I think it's the top though. I don't think it's very autistic.
No, true. It's a bit of a sensory bombardment.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
But it's a rainbow.
It is a rainbow.
It is a rainbow.
And if you squint, there's an infinity symbol there somewhere.
Where is it though? That's it now.
If you
I'm going to be
squint
just like,
really
where is
hard.
it? Where is it? Yeah. Yeah.
I think we all, as autistic people, get told, especially women,
Mhm.
that we don't look autistic. And none of us know how to respond to that.
Yeah. I think the worst thing about it though is people say it like it's a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you don't look autistic though. Like, well done you. You've managed to like be normal /TM, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say? Yay, thank you. That was very kind of you to...
I've tried so hard today with my contouring not to look autistic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I genuinely don't know what the autistic look is though.
No.
Like,
No.
I was, rather confusingly, I was told that I wasn't autistic during my pre-screening for the assessment, that I couldn't be autistic because I was pregnant. So I was rocking the pregnancy look and didn't look autistic. Which, what do you say?
Autistic women don't have wombs.
We do. Some of us do.
Some of us
Some
do.
of us do.
Yeah. So the thing is... God.
but genuinely though, like, if someone says you don't look autistic, what do you guys say? Because I'm just like, okay, what do you mean by that? And then like a full on like launch an attack.
It depends.
Make them really
Depends
uncomfortable.
on the day.
Depends how much coffee and what time the baby's been awake and how much filter I've got. So if you're on a good day and I've had a decent amount of caffeine, the baby's woken up at a human time, then I've got enough filter and professional speak behind me where
Yeah.
I can address it calmly and say, that's quite a misconception. A lot of the old
Yeah.
assessment techniques and stereotypes, you know, we're not all 4-year-old boys lining up trains on
Yeah.
the run. But you know, I try to deal with it with a bit of humour,
Yeah.
really, and try
I-
not to offend people. Sometimes it can be a rather innocent
Mm.
thing to say. It can be.
Yeah. I tend to use a stock phrase I learned from Donna, and I'm outing her a little bit now, and I go, that's interesting. So let's dig into that. And then I'll talk about what autism looks like, and I'll go kind of on a little bit of a excursion around what hidden disabilities look like in general. Because you get that with lots of things. So like, because I've got other conditions like chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia and those kind of things, again, you get the same kind of misconceptions. So just kind of delve into that. But I've heard so many horror stories as well.
If I'm like really awkward, if it's a really awkward day, I'll just like be like, yeah, thank you, neither do you.
Yeah.
Just divert it straight back.
You don't look very neurotypical today.
When you flip it around, it does seem really nonsensical.
Yeah, it
doesn't
doesn't make sense. Like, you don't go to a person going, you look very normal today.
Well, it doesn't exist, does it? Normal?
No.
No.
I think people would be quite offended if you did that to them.
Yeah,
If you're like, you look really normal, and they'd be like, what's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly how we feel when people go, you don't look autistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
flip it around.
Yeah.
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 Conversely, though, I'll play devil's advocate here a little bit. Have you ever been in an environment where you're scanning around, say it's quite busy, say a train station or a shopping centre, and you see someone and your internal radar says, I think that person's autistic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're judging on what we're seeing there.
But I think it's more of like, you know, when like it's traditionally thought that gay people had like a gaydar.
Yeah.
I think autistic people have like an autism radar.
An ADAR.
An ADAR. Because it's kind of like, it's just the little things that I know I do that I can see in other people.
Yeah.
Or like there's this general discomfort with the fact that like there's someone standing right next to me and you're like, it's my personal space.
Yeah. Or something about the way that their gaze is.
Yeah.
Or just lots of little body language things that you kind of start to pick up.
But it's not the same as like what other people consider, like neurotypical people consider to be the autism look.
No, it's
No.
far
Like
more
for
rigid.
us,
yeah.
for us, it's little things that we can notice because we're also autistic.
Yeah, micro expressions.
Yeah.
It's, the
Yeah.
small stuff.
It's
that
not
we-
like having a meltdown on a train station
No.
platform.
No.
No, you kind of
That-
feel like, oh, okay, I'll just dig into my bag and put my ear defenders on. Is that better for you? You know, like, do I look autistic now?
Do you want me to curl up in a ball on the floor and rock back and forth?
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
I don't know. Some people want that. Some people want that, I think.
Yeah.
So, going off topic a little bit, I guess, but Greta Thunberg,
Yeah.
hot topic recently, you know, she's come under a lot of scrutiny. And one of them said, oh, well, put her on national TV and perhaps we can get her to have a meltdown.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which, delightful thing to
But
say.
the reason the people are doing that is because they're threatened by her.
Yeah.
Because she's so passionate and she's so hyper focused on climate change and doing something about it.
Yeah.
And you know, she's a young girl
Mm-hmm.
that is openly autistic. People are getting threatened because she's arguing against the status quo.
Yeah.
You know, and so she is a massive autistic advocate because she's going, so what? I'm autistic.
Yeah. But, I mean, she's got kind of a trifecta going on there. So she's autistic, she's female,
Yeah.
and she's young, a
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
So people are even more threatened
Yeah.
for some reason.
Mm.
A lot of people hold her up against their accomplishments and think, well, if I haven't accomplished that, then
But I
I have
think
to tear her down.
If we look at, say, lots of people think autistic people can't accomplish things. I think Greta is a really good example of like, actually, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
We can do really amazing things.
Yeah.
But we got to have the right environment to do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it's not, it's not like we can't do anything and we all just sit in our houses all day.
No.
I mean,
I'd like to sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's my dream of
There
like,
are
a
days
day
that
off.
I do.
Like,
You know, like I'll often see these pictures of a house like on the middle of an island, and I'm like,
do you know what?
yes.
Do you know what though? Off Pembrokeshire coast where I live, there is genuinely an old lighthouse that's up for sale on its own island,
Yeah, I've seen it.
and I'm like, I'm like genuinely like, yeah.
Literally
Could do
any
that.
time a property comes up like that, I'll either send it to my other half Phil or he'll send it to me. And so he was like, look at this in Pembrokeshire, a lighthouse,
Yeah.
bargain.
And it's got
You're
it.
taking it macro now because you're saying we'd look more autistic if we were in a detached house because we don't want to be near anybody.